you're black, obviously you know the song Lift Every Voice and Sing, right? They're singing it before the Kansas City game, right? The white people look so confused. I've never been so thoroughly entertained in my life. Like, black people are like, oh, this is a really cool moment, right? Like, this is our song, and they're singing it in the beginning of the game. The white people are all just like, what's happening? This is good TV. I'm very excited right now. This is so entertaining.
All right, guys, so it's that time of the year. Fall is upon us, which means that football is back, okay? Football is back. And, you know, while you're watching a sport, I would like to not think about politics. I would like to not think about the division in this country. I would like to sit down and actually watch a football game without being preached to or having to deal with some type of overt political messaging. However, the NFL does what a lot of these woke corporations are determined to do, which is to continue to divide people, particularly by race, by deciding once again to have the Black national anthem, or so-called national anthem, right? Because it's not really the national anthem. Lift every voice and sing. Have that song be played before the NFL game, before the national anthem, okay? Because apparently now this country has two anthems, right? An anthem for black people and an anthem for white people. And in my opinion, I thought that it was really kind of an awkward scene to behold. Take a look.
And sing by the Kansas City Boys Choir and the Kansas City Girls Choir.
Every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought.
Yeah, so you've seen that, you heard that. Now, there are some reports and tweets that suggest that people heard booing, that NFL fans were booing after the Black national anthem. And this is one clip that appears to show some booing in regards to, you can hear it, okay? You can hear some booing. So let's play it. Yeah, so apparently, again, this was after the Black national anthem, allegedly, this is what people are saying. You also have people on Twitter who are confirming that people booed, said, did they just boo the kids that sung the Black national anthem? These whites are ruthless. This person says, the world just saw and heard white ass Kansas City boo, lift every voice, and sing the Black national anthem. Now let's see how many of you disgraces to the black race who worship at the altar of whitey come out of the woodwork talking about not all white people are bad. I swear people get triggered so easily. NFL does the Black national anthem and the crowd boos, and people come here ready to boycott because of no national anthem. Right after the commercial break, the national anthem is done with fireworks and a stealth bomber. This is America. KC fans boo the Black national anthem. Yeah, so again, there are reports that the Black national anthem was booed, okay? However, the real national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner, which was performed by Natalie Grant, who is a Christian music star, apparently the crowd broke out in applause after this national anthem. Let's look.
For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Boy, I get goosebumps every time. Every time I hear the national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner, I get goosebumps, right? It's just something about that song. I'm just like, I love it, right? I love it, okay? Which is why it really does, yes, it does bother me that we live in a country where we have two national anthems, or they're trying to have two national anthems, okay? One for black people, one for, I guess, everybody else until we decide that every race should have their own version of national anthem. There's an Independence Day for black people, right? And there's, I guess, an Independence Day for everybody else. Again, these woke revolutionaries, these progressives, they want to take us back to segregation, okay? That's what they want, okay? Next thing you know, we're going to be drinking out of different water fountains, right? There's going to be a water fountain for whites and a water fountain for non-whites, okay? And again, these are the same people who get upset when you make comparisons to the KKK. But every time you look, these people seem to agree much more with the KKK than conservatives do, because conservatives, again, we are promoting colorblindness, right? We're saying, look, we just want one national anthem that represents everybody, because it does, okay? It represents everything that this country's been through, everybody who's contributed to this nation. It's not a national anthem just for white people. Again, it's none of that, right? It is the national anthem. It is the only national anthem, and we're not going to replace it, right? We're not going to have a bunch of national anthems based off your race. We're not doing that. We're all Americans. We're all the same, and the problem is that you have these woke race hustlers in corporate America continuously trying to push their woke divisive politics down our throat, right? And this is how you get things like, again, the black national anthem. This guy says, why would we ever need a black national anthem unless you want to cause racial division? Yeah, that's exactly what they want. The NFL televising and focusing on lift every voice and sing instead of the national anthem really shows where this country is headed towards. Woke culture overtaking American values. Is it too offensive for us to sing the Star Spangled Banner now? Yeah, I mean, apparently it is. Apparently, if you sing that, you might be a white supremacist, right? Again, according to these people and their logic, right? So you have Carrie Lake, who's speaking out on this. She's ripping the NFL over the black national anthem. And remember, she went viral last year because she actually sat doing the black national anthem when it was sung at the Super Bowl, and everybody got upset. Carrie Lake, a former Republican gubernatorial candidate in Arizona, took aim at the NFL on Thursday night as the Kansas City Chiefs got set to take on the Detroit Lions. In the pregame ceremonies, a local youth choir group performed a rendition of, quote, "Lift Every Voice and Sing," known to some as the Black National Anthem. The song was performed before the Star Spangled Banner performance. Lake posted about her displeasure. Quote, "I hear the NFL is still trying to force this divisive nonsense down America's throats. I won't stand for it, literally," she wrote on X, the company formerly known as Twitter. America has only one national anthem, and that anthem is colorblind. Yeah, so again, I feel bad for any white person that has to sit through the black national anthem, okay? Because what happens is that you're immediately outed as a potential racist if you decide not to disrespect the Star Spangled Banner, right? If you decide that, hey, I don't want to disrespect the actual national anthem by standing up and essentially honoring the black national anthem as a legitimate anthem in this country, again, you might be outed as a potential racist, right? They're gonna say you don't like black people and, you know, yada, yada, yada. Again, it's terrible, right? It's a terrible position to be in, okay? It really is. Standing up for traditional American values makes you a racist, apparently, okay? So, yeah, I mean, you know, hey, I don't blame the people that sung it, right? I have no problem with the people that sing it. I have a problem with the woke corporations like the NFL and the Kansas City Chiefs who decide to go along with this woke racial division, okay? It's been sponsored by corporate America, right? That's the crazy part. Because, you know, in my opinion, I think in an ideal world, patriotic black people stand up and say, hey, we only have one national anthem. We don't need two. And all this really does is just create more animosity towards black people, right? When you go out here and you force this anthem down people's throats and you put people in an awkward position if they're white to either stand for it or basically be outed as a racist, right? Yeah, that's going to create more hate and division. But again, that's exactly what the powers that be want. That is what they want. They want more hate and division in this country. Because if people were actually together and we weren't bickering and fighting with each other about race all the time, we could actually deal with the real issues. But again, now that they're trying to make 2 national anthems, 2 independent days, you know, that's a real issue that now we got to deal with. Because the woke powers that be in the Democrat Party, this is what they want. They don't want you focusing on, again, the real issues. This shouldn't even be an issue. Because the Black National Anthem should not be sang. Okay, it shouldn't be sang at these events as some type of other national anthem, as an alternative national anthem. We shouldn't have a Independence Day for black folks. We have one Independence Day, one national anthem that everybody can stand behind and get behind because we're all Americans. But again, that, okay, is something that the elites don't want, right? They don't want that, okay? If we all just realize that despite our racial differences, we all have one thing in common as Americans, and we need to unite together based off that common bond. If that actually happened, again, the elite would be in trouble, right? Which is why they go out of their way to make sure that it doesn't happen. So, hey, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.